Hi, it's Grandma Annie and Freddy. We're going to tell you a story today. It's a story from my favorite author of children's stories. It's called Purple, Green, and Yellow, and it's by Robert Munich. He's such a good storyteller. He tells stories about things that children do every day, and they're so funny. So I'm going to tell you this story, but I'm not going to use the book, and I'm going to put Freddy down. Okay, so this is a story about Bridget. This is Bridget. Isn't she pretty? And look, I've got all of Bridget, so you can see her. She loved coloring pictures. And she asked her mommy, can I have coloring markers that are washable, Mommy? And her mommy said, oh no, I've heard about those coloring markers. Sometimes children write on the walls and they write on the floor and they write on everything. And Bridget said, oh no, Mommy, I'll just draw the most beautiful pictures. And so her mommy went out and she bought her 500 coloring markers that were washable and let Bridget draw. And Bridget drew the most beautiful pictures. She drew flowers that look like flowers and lemons that look like lemons and all kinds of beautiful things. And then she got bored. So she said, Mommy, will you buy me some more coloring markers? I heard they have coloring markers that smell. They smell like lemons and strawberries and lots of different good stuff. And her mommy said, well, you have done a good job with the washable coloring markers. So her mommy went out and bought her 500 coloring markers that smell. And so Bridget drew the most beautiful pictures. She drew lemons that looked like and smelled like lemons, and strawberries that smelled like strawberries, and cow poop that smelled like cow poop. Oh no! And then she got bored. And so she said, Mother, will you draw me some of the coloring markers, those permanent coloring markers that never come off until you're dead and maybe even later? And her mother said, well, you have done a good job, so I'll go out and get some. So her mom went out and she got her 500 coloring markers that never come off till you're dead and maybe even later. Oh no! They were like this. And so Bridget started drawing the most beautiful, colorful pictures. But then she got bored. And so you know what she did? First, she started coloring her fingernails. After all, her mommy colors her fingernails. But then she started coloring her hand all over. Whoa, look how pretty it is. She did a good job. And then she colored her other hand. And she colored her fingernails and all over. But then she got bored. So she started to color her face. Oh no, look what Bridget did. She colored her face. And then she colored her legs. Look at her legs. Oh, no. And here's her other leg. Oh, can you even see the legs? Look at that. Oh, no. She's coloring everything. Then she started coloring colors on her dress. Oh, she was really bored. Look at all the colors she's coloring all over herself. Whoa, she colored everything. Whoop, that's on your face, Bridget. So she put colors everywhere till every part of her was colored. And then all of a sudden she looked in the mirror and she went, oh no, my mother's going to kill me. So she ran into the bathroom and she started washing her hands. She washed, but the colors would not come off. So then she reached way down into her coloring basket and she found the one that was the same color as her skin. So she started coloring her face and she got it all back to normal. Then she colored her hands and got them all back to normal. Then she colored her outfit and she got it all back to normal, the way it was before she colored it all over. And then she colored her legs and colored them all back to the way they were before. And then her mother said, Bridget, it's time for dinner. And so Bridget came down the stairs, and her mother said, oh, Bridget, did you wash your hands? And Bridget said, yes, I did, Mother. And her mother smelled her hands and said, no soap, you got to do it again. So she went in and started washing her hands, and all of a sudden, her mother said, Bridget, what happened? Why did you color yourself with the coloring markers that wash off? And Bridget said, nope. And she said, Bridget, did you color yourself with the coloring markers that smell? And Bridget said, nope. And then she said, did you color yourself with the coloring markers that never come off till you're dead and maybe even later? And Bridget said, yes. Oh, no, what are we going to do? And so Bridget's mom called the doctor. Hello, doctor. Bridget colored herself all over. What shall we do? And the doctor said, give her this orange peel and wait for 5 minutes and then put her in the bathtub. So Bridget took the orange peel. She waited for 5 minutes, and then she went in the bathtub. And then her mother said, are the colors coming off? And Bridget said, yes. And then her mother said, are they really coming off? And Bridget said, yeah, they're all off. And look what happened. Bridget was invisible. Oh, no, she was invisible. And her mother said, you can't go to school if you're invisible. You can't go to the university if you're invisible. You can't get a job if you're invisible. What's going to happen? Bridget said, I know what to do. So she ran in and she got her coloring marker to color herself all back the way she was before. And her mother said, well, you can't go through life like that. And Bridget said, yes, I can. And her mother said, no, you're just a picture. And her mother said, but you can't go through your life like that. And Bridget said, yes, I can. I colored Daddy a little while ago, and you never knew the difference. And he'll never know either, unless it rains. Why would he know if it rains? Because the rain would maybe take all the regular color off, and then you'd see all his coloring markers. That's a funny story. One time at school, we played Color the Teacher, and I wore a white jumpsuit, and my friend, another teacher, she wore a white one, and we let all the children color all over us. It was really fun. So we hope you have a good day, a good colorful day. Bye.